I want to say something to you guys, but I wrote it. And I wrote it as soon as I got it and it dropped into my spirit. I wrote it out to make sure I did not forget any of it. I'm going to read it, and whatever else God wants to say, I'm sure he'll drop into my spirit to say. So here we go. The only power the enemy has is to lie, and that power has already been taken and is already defeated. The truth is, the enemy is more afraid of you than you should be of him, and every lie he places in your mind is to stop and block you from who God spoke you and called you to be in the world, your purpose. The enemy knows this is to be true and wants to hide and keep you from this truth. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Why? Because all things work together for the good of those who are God's children, who love the Lord. In order for that to become truth in your life, relationship is extremely important and vital to your spiritual, physical, and mental well-being in this world that we live in these times and in these seasons. The closeness of God, the connection you have with God is extremely important. Please don't take it lightly, what I'm saying right now. He has plans, the devil has plans for you to seek you out and destroy you, which is why it's so important to be close with God. Know and understand that the enemy is more afraid of us than we should be of him. Why? Because he knows that this is the truth, that no weapon formed against us will prosper. No weapon that he forms, the devil, against us will prosper, because we are God's children, and God will use those weapons that Satan tries to attempt to throw our way to work out for our good. He will use them as a stepping stone to the next level of elevation where God wants us to be brought. God will use them as a stepping stone to bring us to the next level, because through those weapons, God can and will teach us what he needs us to know for the purpose of prevention from encountering the roadblocks the enemy has laid out to stop us, and for the purpose of moving us forward without the weight of what does not belong within the place where God has called us to. I thought that these were important, and I made sure to write them down just as I got them and received them into my spirit. I wanted to say them to you, so I had to make sure to write it down, and that's why I looked like I was reading something, because I was reading it. This is speaking to me and is important to me. It should be important to you, and I thought it was important to say these words because I think in the season and time we live in now, it's important to know, because the devil is going to try to come at you in every way possible, try to defeat you in every way possible. And so your connection to God and your relationship with God and building and continuing to build or rebuild is extremely important to your life.